You're watching 13 on your side.
Hurricane Dorian is pounding the northern Bahamas right now and continues to threaten the southeastern coast from Florida to the Carolinas. Good evening, everybody. I'm Sarah Makuta. Chief Meteorologist George Lessons is here. Now, George, this is a Category 5 storm. This is a monster.
Yeah, this, in the words of the National Hurricane Center, is the strongest hurricane in modern record for the Northwest Bahamas. This is a big one. This is a dangerous one.
Yeah.
It is heading toward the southeastern part of the United States, so everyone in Florida up the East Coast is going to have to pay attention next several days. This is behind me. We've got the radar imagery of the actual storm itself. It is over Elbow Cay right now, and it is slowly moving off to the west. This is the last image that came out of the Abaco Islands, Bahamas, 79 degrees. Look at those monster waves. They're looking at 18 to 23 foot storm surge, perhaps along the eastern seaboard of Florida. Here's the storm, 155 miles east of West Palm Beach. Wind gusts to 225 miles an hour. Look at the pressure, 26.87 inches. That's 910 millibars, different way of measuring the pressure. But again, this is the strongest hurricane in modern records over the Northwest Bahamas. Here's the tropical watches and warnings and hurricane watches and warnings from Ocean Reef, Florida, all the way up to Flagler Beach, and storm surge warnings from Deerfield Beach to Flagler Beach because of those 18 to 23 foot storm surge possibilities. Winds up to 220 miles an hour, certainly possible. This is the Category 5 at 2 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. The colored rings there, that's the tropical storm force winds that just grazes the coast. Hurricane force winds very close. It is expected to be moving up along the eastern seaboard of Florida as a Category 4, weakening slightly to a Category 3. No one will notice the difference as it approaches the Georgia and South Carolina coasts, and then head up on Thursday afternoon as a Category 2 off the Carolina coast. And then it heads out to the North Atlantic. Other than that, as far as the strongest hurricanes on record, Dorian is now the second strongest since records of being kept, even way back to the Labor Day storm of 1935 with 185 mile per hour winds. That's in the Atlantic basin. And the most intense hurricanes, that's that pressure I was talking about, currently at 910. This would be at landfall if it does make landfall. The only two other storms that were stronger than that, the Labor Day hurricane back in 1935 and Hurricane Camille. So Sarah, this is a very big storm, and all folks in the southeast U.S., Florida, Georgia, the Carolinas are going to have to pay attention to this. Fortunately, that will not have any effect on West Michigan's weather.
Well, that's good news for us. Well, Chief Meteorologist George Lessons is on the weather deck. Now, you say this hurricane not going to affect us, luckily, here in West Michigan, right?
Absolutely, at least not physically here. Got a lot of folks that have homes and winter homes down in Florida, and of course, they're all very concerned about where Dorian may be headed. It was apparent yesterday that the storm was actually going to move and just kind of affect the eastern seaboard of Florida rather than going straight across. Good thing we don't have anything like that, but it was kind of a gray day here in West Michigan. This is how it started out. Lots of clouds, a little bit of sunshine up in Fremont. There were pockets of sun, but not very many across the area, and there were a few showers. Most of them came overnight into the early morning hours, but again, the clouds are going to hang tough, and once these clouds do start to clear later on this evening, there's a possibility we could see some dense fog later on tonight. 13 weather ball is red. Warmer weather ahead for your Labor Day, and this view brought to you by the great folks at your West Michigan Ace Hardware store. Said it'll be cooler today, but not as cool as 68, so we're off target. We'll try again for your 3-degree guarantee here tomorrow. But warmer, more humid both Monday and Tuesday. Chances of rain tomorrow, not zero, but your plans should be just fine. Strong thunderstorms are possible, though, Tuesday, and especially Tuesday afternoon and evening as a cold front comes through, and that will lead to cooler, less humid, and dry weather starting Wednesday all the way next week through next weekend. So here's how your Labor Day is going to shape up. Partly cloudy in the morning, maybe come partly to mostly cloudy east of Grand Rapids in the afternoon. Generally, Ionia, maybe Montcalm County eastward could catch a shower in the afternoon as we hit the upper 70s, about 10 degrees warmer than today. Right now, we are at our high of 68 here in Grand Rapids, 73 down in Kalamazoo. most of the area in the upper 60s and low 70s throughout the day today. Extensive cloud cover unless you were north. You got some afternoon sunshine, but as the skies do clear here this evening, again with a little bit of moisture in the air, some more humidity coming in, we may see some of that dense fog. A couple of frontal systems, one passed us to the east here overnight last night. That's what brought the light rain. Here's the Tuesday system that will come on through. As that system approaches the upper Midwest here tomorrow, there's a slight risk of severe weather from Wisconsin back through the Dakotas. That slight risk area moves over lower Michigan during the day on Tuesday. So if you got any plans in the afternoon and evening Tuesday, you might want to stay weather aware. Let's take it through hour by hour. All of the showers and storms tonight are going to fall apart. During the day tomorrow, watch to the east of Grand Rapids. Not impossible there could be a pop-up shower, but this is the area we're watching for Tuesday. There may be an initial round of some rain that comes through in the morning hours. That will all depend on what happens then later on in the day. There could be some more stronger severe thunderstorms developing in the afternoon and evening, but they quickly move on out. High pressure right in through here, building on in on Wednesday. It's going to be significantly cooler after 80s on Tuesday. We're going to be in the 60s and 70s the rest of the week. Long range outlook. This came out yesterday. There's a high probability, or a higher probability, I should say, for the month of September that we could turn out to be cooler than average. In terms of rainfall, we have a higher probability of seeing more rain during the next 30 days. Cool and wet, just like spring. Partly cloudy skies along the lakeshore tomorrow, mid to upper 70s, a light onshore breeze later on in the afternoon. Partly cloudy skies east of Greenville, maybe Greenville eastward. There could be a brief shower in the afternoon, highs in the mid 70s, from Grand Rapids southward, upper 70s, maybe even 80 in Kalamazoo. And again, a shower, perhaps Ionia eastward. 13 on your side forecast. 78 tomorrow, maybe a morning fog, but humid in the afternoon and very humid on Tuesday. With those thunderstorms into Tuesday evening. Cooler, drier Wednesday, Thursday, warming up to 76 on Friday. Should be dry for high school football. Next weekend, turning cooler again, and then we'll warm things up after this cool spell. They'll follow by about 9 or 10 days from now. So Sarah, all the way around, today was probably the only day for the holiday weekend.
I'm all about the humidity. I want to hold on to the heat as long as possible, you know?
Okay, only for you.
Appreciate that. All right, thank you, George.